to be awkward, I've got a cough. Don't ever laugh as a hearse goes by, for you may be the next to die. They'll wrap you up in bloody sheets to drop you 6 feet underneath. They'll put you in a pine wood box and cover you up with dirt and rocks. All goes well for about a week, and then your coffin begins to leak, and the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, the worms play pinochle on your snout. They'll eat your eyes and eat your nose as you begin to decompose. A slimy beetle with demon's eyes chews your stomach and out your sides. Your liver turns to rancid grease, and pus pours out like melted cheese. You spread it on a slice of bread, and that's what you'll eat when you're dead. And the worms crawl out, the worms crawl in, the worms that crawl in are lean and thin. The ones that crawl out are fat and stout. Your eyes fall in and your hair falls out. Your brain turns into maggot pie. Your liver starts to liquefy. And for the living all is well as you sink further into hell. And the flames rise up to drag you down into the fire where you will drown. Your skin melts off as you descend, and Satan tears you limb from limb. You're suffering with never end, and the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. They'll eat your guts and then shit them out. And when your bones begin to rot, the worms remain, but you do not. So don't ever laugh as a hearse goes by, for someday you'll be the one to die. And when death brings his cold despair, ask yourself, will anyone care? Thank you. I do appreciate the warm welcome. And I do apologise that Barnaby Darlington couldn't make it this evening. Honestly, he was so excited at the prospect, but unfortunately, he wasn't expecting to get into the semi-final, and therefore has run out of shit to do. So he sent me instead his dearest and closest friend, Death. Yes. I think that's a bit of a mistake on his part, since even when I try to be nice to people, they still run away screaming. Rude, yes, very, very rude. You know, I don't think I'm a bad guy. I'm just doing my job. I think perhaps it's a difference in interests. You're all like, oh, come and crack open a cold one with the boys. Honestly, thank you, Paul, but I would much rather crack open a boy with the cold ones. Yes. Ooh, I want to be even. No, but that's not to say that I've never been popular with the living. I'll have you know that the Victorians loved me. Yes, they craved an audience with me so badly that they put fucking arsenic in the wallpaper. Fabulous. Not quite as fabulous as the fact that they literally painted the arsenic onto their children's toys. Oh yes, you can picture the scene, can't you? Doting mother knitting in the corner. Little baby Timmy on the floor playing with his wooden train. Me patiently looming in the corner. Yes, little Timmy, good boy. Just a few more deep breaths. You may be laughing, but I'll have you know that every time period has their quirks. The Victorians may have had the arsenic in the wallpaper, and you just have massive groups of people who don't want a life-saving vaccination. Susan on Facebook doesn't want one. Genius idea, Susan. I'll see you next Tuesday. And I already know from prior experience that when I turn up, Susan's gonna beg me not to kill her. As if I have any choice in the matter. No, I can't kill anyone. But sometimes I fucking wish I could. Honestly, there is not a shortage of people who I would quite happily load into a dick-shaped rocket and blast into the sun. I think perhaps first on the list is people on public transport. Yes, I do take public transport from time to time. Between jobs, it's efficient. Good on the environment. But anyway, people on public transport, and I've witnessed this, who pull their masks down to sneeze and cough, and then put them back up again as if they've achieved something. Honestly, if I had eyes, I'd fucking roll them. Here's another group of people that at the very, very least ought to be bonked on the head with a spiky stick. Yeah. Neurotypicals. Honestly, I have literally been dead since the dawn of time, yet spending time with you still makes me need to take a nap. Next on the list, men. No explanation needed. Force feed them their own genitalia and yeet them into oblivion. Yes, Stacey, I do mean all men, including your crusty feminist boyfriend. Off he goes! Anyway, look guys, I do appreciate that I'm really putting the fun into funeral up here. I do appreciate I'm making you all die with laughter. But they are gonna fucking kick me off at some point. So I feel like I should wrap this up a little bit. But I didn't want to leave you on a sour note. And as we've already discussed, I do struggle with knowing what the living like, what brings them joy. I thought I'd close off with a sweet, warm little lullaby that perhaps you'll think about when you go to sleep at night. Simon, darling, if we could get a little ditty. Thank you.
Some songs are happy and some songs are sad. Some songs are really well rehearsed and other songs are bad. Well, some songs are angry and some songs are sweet. Some songs are made to help you wake up in the morning. Well, here's a little song to help you go back to sleep. There isn't any God, and when you die you're just dead. And heaven's just a fairy tale to put you to bed. Sometimes I think about the chance that I'm wrong And then I close my eyes and just remember this song. I said there isn't any God, and when you die you're just dead. And heaven's just a fairy tale to put you to bed. There ain't nobody watching us, cause nobody cares. And in the end we're living all alone. If I could live forever, I'd do it if I could. Leave it all behind, everything that I've done. It's just as bad as if it never begun. And if I was a believer, and Lord knows I've tried, well, I could be at peace when I close my eyes, and I can go to heaven on the day that I die. But there isn't any God, and when you die you're just dead. And heaven's just a fairy tale to put you to bed. Sometimes I think about the chance that I'm wrong, and then I close my eyes and just remember this song. I said there isn't any God, and when you die you're just dead. And heaven's just a fairy tale to put you to bed. There ain't nobody watching us, cause nobody cares. And in the end we're living all alone. Love don't matter cause you die in the end. And money don't matter cause you die in the end. And lives don't matter cause you die in the end. But it's really never over, no, it's really never over. There isn't any God, and when you die you're just dead. And heaven's just a fairy tale to put you to bed. Sometimes I think about the chance that I'm wrong, and then I close my eyes and just remember this song. I said there isn't any God, and when you die you're just dead. And heaven's just a